The pregnant wife lifted the bedsheet in her wedding room. She discovered that her own prenatal doctor was hiding under the covers. She immediately grabbed the bedroom lamp and swung it at the doctor. Then she even flung her useless husband so hard that 3 ribs snapped. After checking that both her husband and the doctor were not in danger, she was about to strike the doctor again, but her husband stopped her. At that moment she remembered her responsibility to protect the baby inside her, so she could only shout fiercely for them to get out of her sight. She never expected her husband to feel no remorse. The next day he even brought a divorce agreement for her to sign. The pitiful pregnant woman begged him, saying the child needed a father. She hoped he would give her a complete home and not divorce her, but the heartless man said he knew he had failed both her and their child. He claimed he would give up all his stocks, funds and assets. He would walk away with nothing as compensation for their emotional wounds. Seeing the determined look on her husband, the woman could only choose to let go. After they made an appointment for the divorce registration at the hospital, her prenatal doctor pushed her out of the room. A thug stabbed her belly viciously. Although she survived, the baby was gone. Only then did her husband see the doctor's true nature, so he decided to return home and treat his injured wife better. However, 3 years later, when the woman was pregnant again, she ran into the prenatal doctor while shopping in a mall. The doctor had been expelled from the hospital and now worked in a shoe store. Her husband saw his old lover crouched on the floor selling shoes. His face showed a painful and uncontrollable tenderness. Seeing this, the woman quickly held back her restless husband, saying she was tired and needed rest. She truly thought her once loving husband had changed. At the cafe, he brought her milk and gently massaged her feet. She had no idea this warm behavior was just to gain her trust. When the moment felt right, he said he needed the restroom. In reality, he was going to meet his former lover. The wife sensed his intention and tried to stop him, but he claimed his stomach could not wait. He insisted he only needed a quick bathroom break. Then he rushed to the doctor's shoe shop. As soon as he saw her, he handed her a bank card with millions of dollars. He planned to end the relationship financially and go back to being a good husband. Unexpectedly, the doctor hugged him and pretended to be emotional. She said she liked him as a person, not his wealth. Her gentle words ignited his deep protective instincts. The woman followed her instinct and rushed to the shoe shop. There she saw her husband reconnecting with the doctor. She immediately exposed them in front of everyone. Her husband tried to explain it was not what she thought, but the woman slapped the doctor as her long-awaited revenge. Then she shook off her husband's hand and gave the doctor another slap. When she raised her hand for the 3rd time, her husband stopped her. The wife angrily asked when his endless betrayals would ever end. Her husband still felt some guilt. The force of the slaps he gave himself showed regret, but the woman still declared she wanted a divorce. This time the husband said the baby could not live without a father. He begged her to give their child a complete home. He promised he would never do such things again. At that moment, the baby inside her kicked wildly, as if reminding the mother that the child wanted a whole family too. To calm the baby, the woman temporarily agreed not to divorce. Later, when she felt the baby had rested, she contacted her family company's legal team to come over. Then she opened the safe and took out the divorce agreement from 3 years ago. This time she would not compromise. Just as her husband picked up the agreement, his phone rang. The anxious voice of the doctor came from the other side. She accused the woman of sending people to smash her store, causing her dismissal. Now she was terrified and begged the husband to protect her. After hearing this, the husband stopped paying attention to the documents. His protective instinct exploded and he ran to his lover again. He even passed by the arriving divorce lawyer. After discussing divorce details with the lawyer, the woman felt pain in her belly again. The baby reacted strongly.